Hi, Jonathan Clark here. This is a quick run through of a new feature in Dashboard plugin version 2.4, Apple Reminders integration. Yep, Dashboard can now show your Apple Reminders alongside NotePlan tasks, not as one list at the bottom, but sorted into the same day sections you already use. So I'm going to fire up the dashboard. With some reminders I prepared earlier. So I have most of the sections turned on, as we will see. Reminders, and here's the set of reminders that I have set up in the home general list that I have. And here they are showing inside the existing sections. So we have a reminder for today in the today section, a reminder for yesterday in the yesterday section, etc. Including one that is going to come in later tonight, do something tonight at 10 p.m. And there it is as a timed reminder. And it would be there showing alongside any time blocks that you have going. So you see they use the same open circle icons as Apple Reminders do, and with the color of the items here picked up from the list color over here. Timed reminders only show their time chip here in the today or the timed items. If they still have a time on them, but they were for yesterday or earlier, then the time isn't shown because it's not really relevant anymore. So there's one main switch to know about, which is this one, show reminders. So if I turn that off, and sure enough, all of the tasks disappear. Turn that back on again, and they populate. Within the reminders, I can also set, here's a new search feature because there are a lot of settings. So if I type remind, then it's showing me just the ones that are related to reminders. And here's the new reminders section. And here's the list name that I want to include. This is picked up from the general NotePlan setting for what reminders lists you want to see, but you can override it here. So for example, I might want to then see grocery as well. And if I save that, then sure enough, my grocery list has get my daily bread. There it is, grocery daily bread. You may also have spotted in that reminder option that I can hide timed reminders until their due time. So I can turn that on, and then the timed one has disappeared because it isn't yet 10 o'clock and it's not time for me to see it. You can choose which you prefer. Let me show you another setting, which is show undated or overdue reminders. So we can turn that off, and sure enough, the reminders have disappeared from out of the overdue items. Now, look what happens when I turn off some of the sections. So if I turn off, for example, yesterday and tomorrow, they disappear. But look, the reminder from yesterday turns up in the overdue tasks because we're not seeing yesterday's, then they live as usual in the overdue tasks. Tomorrow's one is not shown because it's a future item and the dashboard is showing us what is useful for now. If I turn off further sections last week and this week, for example, then they have disappeared from there, but they have turned up in the reminders section here. So the reminders section, just labeled reminders, picks up any that need to be shown, but the existing section for them isn't enabled at that point. We can do the usual things. We can tick off an item, daily bread, and there it is also gone from within the grocery list. I can control click on an item which actually deletes it. It doesn't actually mark it as completed, but it actually deletes it properly. And you saw the little icon change there as it was doing that. We can click on the item, and there it has highlighted it within the Reminders app. If it was shut, it would open it first and then show it to you. And we can add a reminder. So I can click on that little one, and here's a new dialog that lets me add a new reminder there on the home and general list. Let's just add that. There it has added it, and it has appeared here as well. So we have a master filter, 3 reminder settings, and some smart placement that follows the visible sections, with fallbacks so that nothing important disappears just because yesterday or overdue is turned off. So turn on Show Reminders, pick your lists, and then Apple Reminders joins the same daily flow as the rest of your NotePlan tasks. Thanks for watching.